Jaurès was convinced that Europe was on the verge of a new age. But in 2 years, Europe would blow itself apart. They were the last 2 years Jean Jaurès had to live. Of all the monarchs resistant to change, none could compare with Tsar Nicholas II of Russia. His Romanov family had, for 3 centuries, ruled over 1/6 of the world by divine right. But the transformations sweeping across Europe were also beginning to appear in Russia. For the first time, peasants could travel to the capital and actually see their Tsar. The writer Maxim Gorky recorded one peasant's experience upon meeting Nicholas in 1902.
This is what happened to me when I met the Tsar. Imagine to yourself that you believed in some inaccessible person, thought that in that person were united all the finest qualities, all the strength, the wisdom, and holiness of Russia. And all of a sudden, at the bidding of fate, you are placed eye to eye with that person. And you see, with sorrow and fear, you see that he is not what you supposed. The glitter around him and the splendor are all there, but it's all a sham. Thus I saw in front of me, not the Tsar of my imagination, not the sovereign of my dreams, not even a big man, but just a little fella on very ordinary legs.
Nicholas had never wanted to be Tsar. On his coronation day in 1894, he confessed to his diary, "It is a job I have feared all my life."
Tsar Nicholas II was probably the unluckiest man in Europe. He was the wrong place at the wrong time, in the wrong job. He never wanted to be Tsar. He never wanted to lead the country. He never wanted to lead the army. He was a private man, intensely religious, utterly devoted to his family, and never had a chance to do any of that because of the nature of the regime. Absolute monarchy has the terrible curse of having to live with the people that are born into it.
Nicholas was a member of the world's most remarkable family, one that connected all of the ruling houses of Europe. Kaiser Wilhelm of Germany was Nicholas's first cousin, and both men were nephews of Britain's Prince of Wales. And Nicholas's wife, Alexandra, was the prince's niece. It was a curious but dangerous intermingling, for at the head of the family sat Queen Victoria, a carrier of the gene for hemophilia. The dreaded disease struck Nicholas's family in 1904, when Alexandra gave birth to their only son and the heir to the throne, Alexis. For him, the normal bumps and bruises for a boy often turned into life-threatening episodes of uncontrollable bleeding. Feeling deep guilt for her son's suffering, Alexandra sought refuge here in her private chapel. Night after night, she begged God for a miraculous cure. Her prayers were answered, she believed, in the form of a peasant faith healer named Rasputin.
God has seen your tears and heard your prayers. Do not grieve. The little one will not die.
Only Rasputin, Alexandra believed, could save her son.
My much-loved, never